So I've been waiting for the Seattle false flag, the Pacific Rim false flag on the west coast of America, the final part of 9/11, the 9/11 trilogy. Supposed to be on a date that involves a 3, like a 13th, or a 23rd, or a 31st. Still 13th is my favourite. It was supposed to be during that pagan Thanksgiving period that ended on November the 30th. It was supposed to be then, but they've delayed. Maybe because of me, I don't know. But they've delayed. So the next hot date is tomorrow, December the 13th. I'm not saying that it will be then, but could be December 13th, December 23rd, 31st, January 13th, February 13th, March 13th, March the 22nd, 23rd, 322, etc. Could be any of these dates. They all fit. They're all fine for it as far as their numbers are concerned. But so it could be tomorrow, right? Let's go through quickly a few things. I'll do it as quickly as I can. Here we go. So here's your targets. Here's the crown of Hiram Abiff, the Westgate hit to America. You've had your Eastgate, New York 9/11. You've had your Southgate, Orlando Pulse, 6/12/16. Then you've had your Las Vegas operation, and we know that after the Las Vegas operation, after that domino falls, the Seattle operation, or shall we say the Pacific Rim, Pacific West Coast operation, the nuke hoax, the submarine missile nuke hoax, yeah, the boom, is supposed to be conducted. Just one more thing to mention, both these targets are both ISIS and Ra, both of them. This is ISIS and Ra holding up the globe or the sun. This is the sun disk of Ra and the sun disk of Isis as well. Ben of the pyramid, I there by the chaos of the sea. So both are ISIS and Ra, both are targets. Now, when? I don't know. We'll see. Blackout on the back of it. There's a hint in the Zionist media right now as to a blackout on December the 17th, which is any given Sunday. Blackout Sunday from the film 1941, 1979 film, which was all about, of course, this, a Oriental submarine striking down a Ferris wheel on the water, just like this, exactly like this. Okay. So Blackout Sunday, it's in the film, it's at the beginning of the film, and there's a character called Washington talking about how he can wait 20 years more for something. Well, yeah, they've had to wait a lot longer than that. Again, you've got Washington, D.C., but again, it's not Washington, D.C., it's Washington State, Seattle, Washington State. Book 1 in the Darkness trilogy, Blackout, America, and Barbed Wire. Don't forget that film. Yeah, the film Barbed Wire, set in 2017 in a police state. The barbed wire always represents a police state. Back to the Future 3, the guy walking around with a piece of barbed wire saying, oh, you never know what the future will bring. Barbed wire. Yeah, police state, America. It's all there. Again, another Jewish author, because anyone using a first name as a surname will be Jewish, guaranteed. An insider. At the beginning of this year, you had the film Lights Out, Blackout, big hint. At the beginning of the year, you also had this film, which I've seen, The Wave, coming into an inlet like the Puget Sound, huh? You've also got this film, Atomic Blonde, the nuke hoax, yeah? Blacked out background. And before that, you had the film Pulse. There are some frequencies we were never meant to find. What if they pulse out that Wanda Fuca plate? Get a tsunami going and call it natural. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Pretty sure that this one's going to go. Probably blame it on a North Korean submarine that doesn't exist. Of course. Right, let's see what else we got. We got, oh, what this comes up is interesting. Put in December 13th. What comes up? Hawaii and the Jewish Hanukkah, which starts on December 13th and rolls through for about, I don't know, 8-9 days. Yeah? Look at that. It's curious. That one's just come up. I think it's only just come up. Let's carry on. Very interestingly, this Jewish Hanukkah period, starting on December the 13th, tomorrow, as you see, Temple Beth, Seattle, yeah? It's all about the lights, the menorah's lights. The lights, don't let the light go out. Blackout. Interesting. Sunday, any given Sunday, that is the blackout Sunday. So if they do it tomorrow, the boom, the submarine boom, but you'll have blackout by Sunday. That fits. Look at this Jacob Finkel. So anyway, carry on. There's more. This one I found very interesting. It also comes up, right? And of course it's the Hanukkah thing, December 13th. And Seattle, and we need you to bring in your canned foods. Well, I find that very, very telling, because that's the one thing, if you've got a blackout and you know there's a blackout coming and you're the Jewish community there, the Freemason community, the Order of Solomon, right? Then you are, the one thing you will need, the one thing that you know you're going to need is canned foods. I've been saying it in my videos recently, haven't I? Stuck up on canned foods, especially if you're in Washington State on the West Coast. So they're getting their people to bring in canned foods. I find that very at the Beth Shalom Seattle. You see that down there? BethShalomSeattle.org. Got the menorah there, the lights, the blackout. You've got the upside down broken cross, which is pretending to be a peace sign. Right Side Up said this is actually a pedo sign. This particular, the way they've done this one. He says it reminds him of a Freemason pedo sign, this one. It would surprise me. So, yeah. Could it be tomorrow? For the Seattle false flag. Light the night. Look at that. December 13th. Fire juggler. Very interesting. Boom. December 13th. I don't know. Could be January 13th. It could be February 13th next year. I don't know. So don't quote me on the bloody date. It's so hard to know. But here's your next hot date. Yeah? What's this? Festival of Lights. Blackout. Would fit. It would fit. And it's Ferris's day off. Wednesday was always Ferris's day off. And Ferris is the Seattle false flag. His whole career, as you know, December 13th. Well, you had 23 behind him, but like Jim Carrey said, 23 is also the 13th of a month. Anything with 113 becomes 23. So, yeah, tomorrow has all that. Front, back, side to side, it's got all of that. It's got 13, it's got 23, 113, 31. It's all there. It's all there, and it's all about this. The lights. Will they go out, huh? With the Seattle false flag and the submarine. So many hints to all these things for decades. And there's been a ramp up recently, but they're still making films on it. They're going to come out next year. So, you know, you've got the Economist cover saying it's going to be, next year for the Edinburgh PSYOP, next year for the Tower Bridge PSYOP, next year possibly even for this one. I don't know. All I know is that it's going to go off. America has to have that third and final part on the west coast of 9/11, the Torch Song Trilogy. Torch Song Trilogy, that's interesting. That's just what we've been looking at, isn't it? Torches, things being torched up. Let's have a look again. Where was that? Yeah. Going up like a Roman candle, eh? Light the night, December 13th. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see. I can't guarantee it. Interesting thing about Hawaii, coming up again and again. There's Logan International there as well. So, you've got your anniversary of Pearl Harbor just recently on the 7th. Pacific. It's a state of America, but it wouldn't have the impact, would it? Seattle would have the impact because it's mainland America. Westgate, one of the few big cities along that coast. So it has to be Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, whatever. Any of those down there on the west side. But it was always designed to be this. This was always designed to be the target. Definitely, 100%. Sleepless in Seattle, as you saw in that Sleepless Jamie Foxx film cover. Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay on the cover, and then Sleepless in Seattle in emerald green.